Welcome to the Halo Outreach Podcast, where we reach out to you, the Halo community, to keep you up to date on everything that's going on in the Halo universe.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Episode 41, Halo Outreach Podcast. We got a jam-packed episode for you guys. We're going to talk about the Halo 3 flight, which is the big thing that happened. Everybody's talking about it. The new hot details on the flight, because we have some news to announce for you guys. We have Halo Infinite leaks that we're going to talk about, which should be fun for you guys, as well as a new Halo 5 playlist that's coming that should be pretty exciting for you people who don't have friends or who don't want to play Halo with your friends, which I feel for you, among other things. So before we get started on the topics, I don't like playing with this kid either. Before we get started on the topics for today, we always start out every show with just catching up. You know, it adds a human element to the show. So, Kevin, how the hell are you? How you been? How's your week been?
Doing well, Pat. Thanks for asking. Been basically just playing a lot of Halo 3 on PC. Been part of that flight process. It's been feeling pretty good. And emphasis on the pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
No,
It's definitely not launch ready, but it's definitely playable and it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a lot of that. Currently, the fiance and I are kind of got the ball rolling of hopefully being able to own some form of land property thing, doing some house searching, townhouse searching, kind of even lot searching as well. Playing out our options, that whole thing. We got ourselves a joint bank account now, so we kind of throw it in like a little piggy bank right there. And I mean, other than that, just been working, studying up for our new job that I'll be getting in July. They got me transitioning over to a new section within the company, so your boy is gonna be employed, which is gonna be great.
Nice.
Other than that, just on that YouTube grind, on that Twitch grind, talking about Halo, man. How about yourself?
Same, except for half the things that you said.
Then not really the same.
Same, except for not anything besides Halo. So, yeah, I've been playing Halo, enjoying the flight. I mean, we'll get into the flight impressions in the next topic. Besides that, I just beat Sekiro, which was really fun, really great.
Ooh.
I've just been going through my backlog.
Did you 100% that game too?
I did, which less than 2% of gamers have 100% of that game. So
you're basically your champion Sekiro.
I'm God. I am God. Now that game whooped my ass at first, but the subsequent playthroughs it was a lot easier after you get a feel for it. Great game though. Probably my third favorite game of this generation, behind Witcher 3 and Breath of the Wild. So
nice.
Yeah. I
haven't played any of those.
Nothing. Never mind.
It's been playing Halo. Man. Sorry.
Yeah.
I live up to what I talk about, right? You know,
Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's other video games that you should really play. And you're still that bad at Halo, and you still play that much? Jesus Christ.
Okay, guys, game over. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll have to catch you all later. Peace out.
Great episode, guys. Talk to you next time. Wow, Wangless. Those are strong words. He said Sekiro is greater than most Halo entries.
Damn,
you heard it here first.
A little harsh on that one, man. Don't you think? A little harsh.
Damn, Wang. Damn.
Who's a real Halo fan here? Jeez.
Right. But I'm basically just going through the backlog just to get everything out the way so that when Infinite comes out, just tunnel vision, no distractions. That way I don't have fear of missing out, because once Infinite comes out, backlog's getting deleted off.
It's gonna be like
drive.
2 years straight of just Halo Infinite, really.
Yeah.
Because I still need to finish Fallen Order. Still need to do that.
Yeah, remember when you were supposed to finish that before the release of Halo 2? I remember.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I'll finish it before. I'll finish it before ODST comes out, which we will talk about later on the podcast as well.
Let's put money. In. What? ODST? What?
Yeah, talking about that as well on the podcast. Talking about
so let's
Halo
get into Halo 3 flight then right off the bat. Let's
talk about Halo stuff. Let's actually talk about some Halo stuff.
Yeah. So Halo 3 Flight is out. It's been out since the 11th. I want to say, right? 11th? Yeah, it was supposed to end on the 18th. But, which is tomorrow or today if you're listening to this on demand, most likely on the first day it would be the 18th, which it was supposed to end on, but it just got extended as of today to the 26th with 50,000 more invites going out. And I actually saw a tweet from Postum saying that if you are signed up for the Insider program, you have communications turn, you got all the green check marks on your Halo Insider profile, besides like console flighting. That's the only one you don't need green. If you have all those check marks, you should be in the flight after these 50,000 invites. So they must have sent out a crap load of invites in the first wave for 50,000 to be basically the rest of the people that want to get in. So that's really good news. So if you haven't got the email to say, hey, go check your Waypoint profile, or if you haven't checked your Waypoint profile and you haven't been in the flight, double check that, because you should be in now, and you have until the 26th to enjoy it. But let's talk about our overall impressions of the flight, because I like to think it's more on the positive side. I think this is, I know you said it was, it's not ready, which it isn't. There's a lot of little things here and there that need to be fixed. But as far as pure gameplay standpoint, it feels pretty damn good. And that's a lot coming from somebody like me who notoriously does not enjoy Halo 3's multiplayer as much as your neighbor does. I've never been a fan of the BR. I'm still not a fan of the BR. Still inconsistent, but it feels better. It feels the best Halo 3's ever felt, in my opinion. So that's like the Cliff Notes version of it. Let's get your thoughts on how you feel about Halo 3 Flight, because that's your baby.
Yeah, Halo 3 is still my favorite Halo. Probably forever will be. I mean, maybe Halo, if it could be objectively like the better game, but Halo 3 will still be like my personal baby as my favorite one. But yeah, we got like a campaign, we got multiplayer, and we also have Forge and Theater on top of that. So it's definitely the most jam-packed, content-full flight we've had. We've had even like multiple rotating playlists and maps and stuff like that. I definitely put a good amount of time into Halo 3 Hardcore, because that's my favorite mode in Halo 3's multiplayer. It's definitely the most difficult one, because on my stream,
are active.
Yeah, my Monday stream definitely showcased how difficult it can be playing Halo 3 on PC for these flights, just because like I'm matched Hines, who's like a former Halo pro. I'm pretty sure he's a former Halo 3 champion pro. He's at least on the pro team at 343. Matched him multiple times. I matched King Nick, who's a current pro right now as well. Like, and some other notable like tapping buttons. I think you and I matched him, I think, before, if I remember correctly. Like,
yeah,
so
we matched tapping.
Yeah, some stiff competition going in, but I love playing Halo 3 Hardcore. It's my favorite version of it. They have the best settings. The damage and the BR is a little higher, so it feels good. Best movement, best maps, all that good stuff. Social still feels fun. Super easy to join matches. I'm glad that they're kind of just rotating, mainly just like most of the people want to play like BTB 4v4 Slayers or just regular 4v4s. And it had Infection for one day, which I think that passed. I wonder what the rotation of the place is going to be with the extension here.
Yeah, we'll probably get news on that Friday.
Yeah, because I think Friday we'll probably get, because I know they're looking to do a patch update for this flight as well.
Right.
So we'll be getting more information on that. I'm sure just fixing a lot of the known issues that are currently with this flight, which I did put up a video on my channel if you want to check it out. No, but,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's just clickbait anyways. Don't worry about it. But from my experience, like, it's super good, dude. This is the best that Halo 3 has ever felt. Playing it, like, the frames, Duke, the frames. Like, playing at like 120 plus frames smoothly compared to like what H2A and Reach unlimited frames are. This one actually works, which is awesome. So I've been playing mainly with that settings. 100 FOV for my multiplayer, 120 in campaign. Like, it makes you feel like you're moving a lot faster than you really are with that wider FOV, which is great. The movements and just everything is just like, this is the way Halo 3 is meant to be played, I feel, is on PC. Yeah. So much better than like that narrow blinders that you have. Well, the FOV is like 78 or something like that on console. And smooth frame. Yeah,
And the flames.
and
the
the
flames.
I know, and a higher resolution base on top of that. Just like
Yeah.
Doid. It's the way to play.
It's
Halo 3.
somehow like I don't get how. I mean, I guess frames does help this. Frames helps, like reaction time and things like that. So maybe that's why the BR feels better. But hit detection actually feels really good. I actually, for the first time in my Halo career, I 4-shot somebody that wasn't standing still in Halo 3. I don't think that's ever happened before to me because I could just never wrap my head around the BR in Halo 3. And I was 4-shotting people. Not consistently like Halo 2 because Halo 2 is the better game, but...
Okay. Okay. Well, good podcast, guys. Damn. Just,
but it's...
right over here. Like the Dodgers like
throwing them
Muhammad Ali,
haymakers,
man.
It feels good, man. It feels good. Probably my favorite thing about this flight though is seeing the new, which I've been looking forward to for a while, is the new challenge feature. Really like the way that's been implemented. We even got a taste of new UI. They kind of made it like a tile format for the main menu when you're going through your options and stuff, which is a lot more intuitive. But the challenge menu is really cool. I can't wait to experience that. Yeah. So that's, let's get right into what we think. Like when do you think releases? I'd say probably a couple weeks out. Because everything that seems that needs to be fixed is minor. I'd say 2 to 4 weeks. 4 weeks being at the higher end. But I don't think this is going to be very far out. It feels really good. Like I said, gameplay wise, there's a lot of UI stuff. There's a lot of little technical hiccups that need to be fixed. But as far as gameplay goes, I think this might be the best flight yet as far as pure gameplay though. I remember like playing CTF, like the flag doesn't even render, like the actual banner on the flag.
Not there. Which honestly is like one of those like non-gameplay impacting things, but it's like
nothing.
You kind of need that to be there on launch, kind of stuff. Which is probably what they're going to be looking to patch in with this flight patch that's coming in pretty soon. For release date, since every other MCC game is released on a Tuesday, I'm assuming that they'll probably maintain that same cadence, though probably not the 3rd again, as a 3rd of... it's definitely going to be releasing in July, without a doubt. Definitely releasing in July. But seeing as like the 26th is the last Friday of June, and then next Friday after that is July 3rd, which is obviously the day before Independence Day here in the US. So a lot of people, I'm sure, out in the studio probably be spending probably taking that Friday off, probably having a little bit of an extended weekend on that one, because for how 2020 has been, we all need an extended weekend every once in a while. So I'm assuming a Tuesday probably would not be on the 7th, just because that'd be right after the 4th. People would probably coming back in probably on Tuesday, probably taking Monday off as well. I would assume either the 14th or the 21st of July. I think that might also kind of play in part, though, with the Xbox event that's going to be happening in July.
Yeah, they don't want to cross swords with that one.
Yeah, which I have a feeling they'll probably announce the release date of Halo 3 on that, with when they're talking about Halo and Halo Infinite and all that stuff.
That's a good point Jimbo makes. What if it's on Bungie Day? Which, in fact, is the 1-year anniversary of the podcast. Can you believe a year's already passed?
It'd be a year by then? Was it a year?
We started the podcast on Bungie Day of 2019.
Wow.
And it was unintentional. We're not some sort of Bungie fanboys, which Kevin is, He's one of those no, I'm just kidding. We all love Bungie, but it was completely unintentional. But I thought it was a cool little thing. Like, dude, did you know we started a podcast on July 7th, dude? He's like, what? So yeah, we've been 1 year on the airwaves to humanity.
So much
the Halo news.
So much tubing.
Y'all old. Yeah, we are.
But I think we probably will get... I have a feeling, depending when that July event happens, which I have a feeling we'll probably know about it when it's announced. It'll probably get announced in the June event for Xbox, because they said they're going to do these monthly. We don't even know when the June event's going to be happening.
June event's been canceled.
Oh, it's been canceled?
Yep. It's got pushed back. That was announced a couple weeks ago. It got pushed back to August. The June event was supposed to be a Series X showcase.
Yeah.
But I guess they decided to let PlayStation go first or whatever and see what they did. So they pushed that back to August, but the July event is still on track to happen in July, so there's no fear of that getting canceled yet.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Oh God, if they push that
back. Yeah. But so I'm assuming either July 14th or July 21st be the release date of Halo 3 on PC. That would be my guess. Of course, then it could also just be, let's not do Tuesdays this time, you know. But so they got that kind of coming up for release date information. Like I said, there's so few things that still need to get fixed, like especially like the Forge UI needs to get fixed up a bit as well. But other than that, like it's a lot of manageable fixes. Of course, then last time, you know, we're like, hey, this fight plays pretty well. It should be able to be released pretty soon. It was Halo 2, and then that released, and that was a yikes for Halo 2.
Yeah,
that gave
yikes.
me PTSD of MCC launch days back then.
Yeah, it was some pretty special stuff.
But yeah, Halo 3 Flight, man, it feels good. If you get a chance to play it on PC, definitely do it. Check your Halo waypoint messages. If you haven't got it yet, keep checking, because they send out these invites in waves. You know, they don't do them all at once. So keep checking your Halo waypoint messages for your codes to download and stuff like that. Just keep checking in, man. You should be getting an email anyways, though, about like a notification, but just go to Halo waypoint. That's, you know, cut out the middleman. But anyways, looking forward to that. And should we move over to the Halo? What? Yeah.
And other Halo news, I finally hit tier 100 on MCC.
Oh, well, there you go.
Finally.
I know, right?
I finally did it. I did it.
Dude,
hey.
I've hit tier 100 in the release, and I've also hit tier 100 in the flight as well.
Yeah, but have you hit... Hang on, let me get real close to the mic for this one. You hit 152 in Halo 5 yet? I don't think so, bucko.
How many shots do you need to fire at me before we just cancel this podcast altogether, Pat?
Dude, you better get used to the shots. If you ain't used to me fucking taking shots at you, you need to find a new profession or a new co-host, okay? This is the norm, all right? You better get used to it, all right? Because I'm here. I'm here to stay.
Yeah,
you think it's bad now? Wait till Infinite comes out. I'm gonna be on your ass like white on rice, okay?
I'm already white enough, dude. Jesus Christ, take it easy.
God. All right. Into the Halo 2 Infinite leaks.
Halo Infinite leaks.
So,
news,
yeah, Kevin, you did a video on this. Take the lead off. Let's tell everybody what these leaks are.
These leaks are something really interesting. Has a lot of confirmation for cool stuff. Like the Banished basically have been officially confirmed. Not officially, but essentially have been confirmed through Mega Constructs. Toys, and more toys. If I switch to my desktop here, you can see what I'm talking about. Boom. I made a video on this, kind of talking about the recent toy reveal that we had. A lot of these images previously were actually under like DMCA takedowns. Like I saw some people posting these like just like weeks ago, and then actually getting like, you know, notifications that or getting strikes on their channel and stuff like that.
I have not made any videos on that because of fear of like, yeah.
But like you see, like right here, we got like a brute warrior wearing some very obviously what's the brutes in Halo Wars 2? I'm completely Banished.
The Banished.
Yes, Banished colors with like some weird brute shot railgun looking thing. I haven't played Halo Wars 2, but now this is definitely look like I actually need to play it. Easy, Pat.
I don't even like RTSs, and I played it, Kevin.
We got another one here I wanted to show off as
easy,
well.
Pat.
Easy. We got another one is an Elite here. Cool thing about this Elite that is very much modeled after like the Halo Reach Elite Ultra. But you can see he's using the plasma repeater, not the plasma rifle with this one. Another Halo Reach inspired weapon coming back in Halo Infinite, much like the assault rifle as well. So definitely interesting to take a look at right here. Can I just like click the next one? Windows. Well, no, let me just have to click on these individually. Cool. We have a Gunyear coming in as well. This is one of the previously leaked images that we weren't able to talk about earlier. But you can see obviously the Gunyear armor. He has a new kind of weird Forerunner Mauler looking kind of thing here. So it definitely got a new weapon there to confirm about as well. Maybe it's a Banished version. I don't know. No one's ever seen a weapon that looks like this before. And the cool thing about this is you can see that the Spartan here, it does have a robot arm. I think the only time we ever had a robot arm was in Reach, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Awesome customization options right there. Talking about customization, you can see that the armor colors right here, like this guy's like kind of an olive brown with like the green armor plates as well on top of it. So kind of alludes to what I was talking about before about how the coloring can be a little different if you showcase this Recon Helmet Spartan right here, which that means Recon is coming back in Halo Infinite. You can check out the assault rifle from like we've seen from like Discover Hope trailer and other kind of leaks that we've seen about Halo Infinite. This Reach inspired assault rifle. This isn't a tech. Apparently, it's not the exact Halo Reach assault rifle, but it looks just like it. Apparently, it's like the M40, but not the M40A-B or something like that, which is like the one that you've seen like in CE. I can't remember exactly the numbering of it, but it's different. But anyway, so interesting thing to show off is obviously like we got Recon coming back. Looks very more like Halo 5 inspired Recon, which is like, it could be better, it could be worse. But the cool thing here, another thing to point out is the coloring on the Spartan. You have like basically the same like Halo Reach like chest piece with that, but then the coloring is cool because you can see like the lower arms and legs, completely different colors from the rest of the body, which we had never been able to customize a Spartan like that previously in Halo. Obviously, being able to color your Spartan the way you want to, very cool thing, a very important thing to kind of identify yourself within the game. Customization is always super important. Just kind of reinforce that customization option, we have a Mark 7 Spartan here with a brand new weapon we've never seen before as well. Again, you can see like how the coloring in the helmet and the right arm and shoulder are red, while everything else is gray. Never had that kind of coloring pattern before, so I'm assuming individual coloring pieces would be kind of interesting, as we do know that Halo Infinite will have Reach level customization, but I would assume they'd go a little bit above and beyond just Halo Reach, copy and pasta that. Another thing I mentioned about this new weapon right here, when I first looked at it, I thought it was like an SMG or maybe like a shotgun or something. Look, because it's not very like, doesn't really look super identifiable as a certain kind of weapon, you know, as like a shotgun or assault rifle or SMG or anything like that. Interesting thing here though, a Nerf gun blueprint was leaked a while ago. And we can zoom in on this.
More toy leaks.
More toys. This is I think it was a prototype or at least a leaked image blueprint of a Nerf gun that was obviously Halo Infinite related. And if you zoom in extra close, you can see 12 gauge, 10 times 12 gauge. So this is gonna be like a 10 round magazine with this shotgun, because shotguns use 12 gauge rounds, I guess you call them, right? Yeah. I've never shot a gun, so I couldn't tell you.
Wow.
So if you're having 10 rounds in it, I would have to think this would be like a semi-auto kind of shotgun, which is pretty cool. We've never had like a semi-auto shotgun, so much more like a close range would be my assumption compared to our typical pump action kind of shotgun that we've seen previously. We also have a little image of a brute warrior right here holding a gravity hammer and a spike grenade, which we haven't played around spike grenades, I think, since Reach, if I remember correctly. And then you can see Master Chief here holding that same weird-looking Mauler Forerunner weapon along with the assault rifle. Extra speculation here.
Melted piece of plastic looking.
Let's put an extra layer of like grated cheese just to melt on top of this speculation pie. Or casserole, I really should say. Pies don't really have cheese. I mean, there's cheesy pies, but it's more of a casserole thing. To dual wielding coming in Halo Infinite. I don't know.
Maybe
it's a bit of a stretch, yeah. I think it's more probably just like a mega construct thing you could do. They do show the new Marine as well, which is definitely reassuring from what I've seen here. Much more your like old school Marine look to it, much more very Halo 1 inspired, I would say, when it comes to the way the Marine looks in this one right here. As you got like your typical like light gray camo pattern, a green kind of armor pieces to her, along with a sniper rifle, which looks very much more like Halo 5 sniper rifle. A little bit of coloring difference with that. I would assume that probably have different kind of weapon skins and things like that, as we saw like in the Shadows of Reach image right here for the cover art. If you zoom in real close on Linda, That's definitely a Norn Fang, like almost like to a T, right? Of a camo pattern that we have on that. So either just maybe different types of sniper rifles or just different camos. One of those things. You can also see over here as well with Kelly with her shotgun, and I can't remember what that shotgun is called, like the rabbit foot shotgun thing, something like that. So hopefully I was descriptive enough for your audio listeners on this part right here. But I think you're muted, Pat.
Oh my god, it wouldn't stop unmuting when I clicked. It's like, no, you can't talk. Let me tell you one thing, okay?
Yeah.
About toys. Don't believe everything you see in the toys. Okay. So don't get your hopes up about dual wielding, all right? Don't be pestering to our viewers thinking that we're getting dual wielding, because 343 has said before it's a pain in the ass for them to develop for and to balance.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
So
trying to balance that, that's real difficult.
I mean, I want it to return, but
yeah, because it's badass.
Take these toy leaks with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
We don't know. We all we know is Reach customization, which these toys seem to be very inspired by Reach. From the elite models, like you said, to the AR models of the Nerf guns, and we already got confirmation that it's going to be Reach inspired customization. So, not armor sets, but mix and match and stuff like that. So that's going to be cool. But we don't know anything else. Now, that Mauler looking thing, at first, when I first saw it, I thought maybe that's the freaking grappling hook that we saw so much of, because it kind of looks like it has like a, that bottom part kind of looks like it could
possibly.
Be like some sort of hook.
Maybe like it's like a coil within that round drum looking thing.
Yeah, could be. Maybe a little.
Possibly.
I just got off Sekiro. I've been roping my way around and shit. I'm ready. I'm ready for the grappling hook.
Actually,
we'll
another
see.
image I wanted to show off as well. Kind of really enforces that Reach feel when it comes at least to the armor sets, and possibly even ties to Reach as well, beyond just like the Shadows of Reach book, which takes place like, I think like a few months before, in lore wise, a few months before Halo Infinite. So definitely something to take part of. But if you look at this right here, another toy image, I know, but important thing to look at. So you got Master Chief. You get you can tell he has like the 117 written on there. Like these are all very that's very obviously like the Infinite Chief. All this box art looks very much like how Infinite's supposed to look. I think this is probably a bigger case that was all Halo Infinite related. You see Cat, Spartan Cat, right there from Halo Reach. To me, it just like seems very interesting. You would have Cat as a toy for a game that came out 10 years ago. It hasn't really ever been referenced at all. It wasn't even like that well received of a Halo game, to be honest, back in the day. But also another thing,
it just did come out on PC and stuff
True.
too, so they could be riding off that hype.
Possibly. But also another thing I want to mention as well is that you can look at the Spartan on the far right over here. Looks just like Noble 6. Not saying that's Noble 6. It's obviously a different armor coloring to it. But again, it kind of also reiterates that coloring. And I was talking about how the lower legs are black, the lower arms are black, but the rest of the body's white. Kind of going like black and white kind of look to the whole thing. Just different kind levels of customization you can add to your character, hopefully. But again, like I said, but this looks like a very clean Halo Reach kind of armor style to it. Kind of like new, but familiar kind of style to it, which I think is definitely interesting to take note of. There are a lot of Reach imagery being used in association with Halo Infinite, and not a whole lot of Halo 5 or 4 or even 2 or 1. Well, a little bit of 1, but kind of more like the feels of 1. But a lot of Halo Reach being emphasized on this one, which is kind of interesting. Talking about that. Or do you have anything you want to add on to the toys and armors and weapons and stuff?
I am sick of the toy talk, dude. I am sick of the toy leaks. I am sick of the freaking give me some damn official stuff already.
I know. Me too, dude.
I made the joke on Twitter. It was like I remember a few years ago at E3, Nintendo came out to like a robot chicken inspired like E3 video. I think it would be really funny if like 343 ran with this joke and did like a stop motion animation of Mega blocks, figures and like did like a little trailer for Infinite or something, and just be like, all right, that's it, just to troll people, then come back out or something. That would be, I think that would be really funny. But
that would be pretty good.
At this point, I'm freaking. You're free to take that idea, Microsoft. Run with it. You got a month. Do it up.
Pull like a Gears 5 reveal at E3.
Yeah.
When they started showing like what Gears Tactics, right, or something like that, like sort of the mobile game that they put together, and everyone's like,
Gears
"This is
Pop.
what you have to talk about." Gears Pop and stuff like this is what you have to talk about for Gears of War. And then at the very end, they're like, "Oh, by the way, you got Gears 5 as well." Because I remember when that reveal happened, I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, "No way, this is what they're revealing for Gears of War."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was at that. Like if they Gears of War, Halo Infinite this year and don't even show campaign gameplay, we riot. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Microsoft, because Gears was supposed to be the spotlight game for that year's E3. And they barely showed any. They showed extraction gameplay, which nobody gives a fuck about, and that was really about it. Nothing really multiplayer wise, nothing campaign wise. So we still didn't know what the game looked like, and it was only like 2 months. That game came out like September, October. It was like 2 or 3 months before release. So don't do that, Microsoft. Better give us gameplay.
And I think also Gears 5 wasn't even officially announced until E3, right?
No, it was announced. It was announced the year before. Yeah.
So,
but like I said, we hadn't seen no gameplay. No, it really wasn't. I mean, Halo's the flagship series. It's Gears is like Gears is like the, I don't know how else to compare it to. It's just the redheaded stepchild. It's like the Animal Crossing for Nintendo. It's like still major first party game, but it's not the pull that Halo is, like Mario or Zelda would be for Nintendo.
Exactly.
So
I still need to play that campaign
I'm just
too.
like, what?
Of Gears 5.
It's good. It's really
I played
good.
a lot of Horde. I like the Horde mode in that.
Do it on your PC. It's really good. Besides that, I'm freaking sick of the toy leaks. Just give me real news. I can't wait to, actually have some sort of gameplay to go off of. I'm sick of cutting up the Discover Hope trailer in my fucking videos. I'm sick of cutting up the Slip Space trailer. All we've got in 2 years. I mean, that's all we got. There's nothing else we could put on Infinite. It's literally Slip Space trailer, Discover Hope trailer. Cut it up. Have fun with that, YouTubers.
Yeah.
Give us the closer and closer we get to the July event, the more and more I think that, it would be really, really cool to see Halo Infinite Flight just announced. Go play it. After this conference is done, Flight's live. Check your emails, check your waypoint profiles.
Dude.
That would be so cool. That'd be great.
Oh my god.
Like, I feel like they have to drop some sort of bomb like that just to really get the community going again before release.
My mind would be absolutely blown to like, you could play.
I'd turn the event off. I don't even give a fuck. Yeah, I'd just be all right. What Banjo-Kazooie announced? Oh, sick. All right, cool. I'll check that out later.
Well, are you kind of like, you're so tired of this Halo Infinite stuff? Are you looking forward to what happens after Halo Infinite?
Yes, that's a good segue there, Mr. Kevin. So
because
you want to talk about that right now?
Because continuing on beyond just the toy leaks, we have some more Halo Infinite-ish related leaks. I'm just kind of throwing it in there because obviously this is a little preemptive, but something definitely worth taking note of is that even though we're all so focused on Halo Infinite, but we also got to keep an eye, as I'm sure 343 is, what's going to happen after Halo Infinite. No one knows. I don't even think 343 really knows, but it looks like they're starting to lay down the groundwork. If you click out this link right here, they're looking for a senior producer position at 343. This job description is rather vague, as sometimes job descriptions become more specific, as in like, if you're looking for RTS experience with AAA titles or something like that. Nothing like that mentioned it with this job posting. It's rather vague, just being like, have you worked with a team? Do you communicate? Have you released a AAA title before? Come work for us then, kind of thing. The only thing that kind of gives it away at all is that it says that 343 Industries is looking for a senior producer to work with our core services team to help develop a new project in the Halo universe.
Halo Battle Royale.
You think so?
I'm sorry, did I sneeze? No, I don't think so.
I mean, core services sounds like the core of what Halo is, which would be Halo Infinite at the time.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, we know they already, Bonnie Ross already said slip space, what's it called? Engine is going to be the future for Halo. Spin-offs are going to come off of this engine, future Halo titles. So we know spin-offs, are coming. We just don't know what.
Right.
Me and you were recently in a collaboration with Arash about doing different kind of Halo spin-off titles and like what kind of genres we would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Be really cool to see Halo, tackle a different genre. No,
what was your game that you? What was your spin-off game?
I did RPG.
RPG.
Yeah,
that would work out pretty.
Which
cool.
I've been playing Outer Worlds after Sekiro, and it's like a very sci-fi RPG that's basically Fallout, but just reskinned for more sci-fi.
Right.
And more space stuff, and it's really good. And oh my god, I would love a Halo RPG so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool because, like, with all these different kind of armor sets that do have specific purpose and lore behind them, it's just never been utilized in game. Doing an RPG would give a good purpose to like have EOD be a good damage resistance kind of build.
Yep.
Or having Recon be a very good stealth build.
Yep.
Oh, see, look at this. Ideas flowing, sparks flying.
Yep. Which I did speculate that Halo Infinite might even have stuff like that.
I think it might.
If it's open world, expect some light RPG elements in there. And I made a video like the original armor that Chief's wearing in the Slip Space trailer, which could be totally, just a redesign for his character, in the Discover Hope. It could have been through design iteration. But he's a lot skinnier in that trailer. The armor has slight little variations in it from like when you look at the legs and stuff compared to the Discover Hope trailer when we see the full reveal of Chief. So, that could be like a slim armor where you move quicker, or, you want to do stealth, or, and then Beefy Chief is more tanky and you could take more damage and stuff like that. Maybe doing armor modifications.
Or maybe Chief just didn't eat a lot because that was him on the ring. And there looks like you're going to do survival parts of trying to survive on the ring. But food won't be as plentiful.
But Beefy Chief is bigger and he's just floating in space, though, Kevin.
Yeah, but
is there food in space?
I'm assuming that's the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, but then his armor, the nanobots made his armor skinnier? Did Cortana hit him with nanobots again?
Gave him a completely new armor set when between Halo 3 and 4. Like, nanobots. Yeah, that's it. That's what happened, yeah. Which actually I was thinking earlier, I was like, what if that beginning of Halo Infinite is actually the ending? And they're gonna Tarantino this whole game for us.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Show the whole game is what led to that explosion.
To Chief in space and the ring being fractured.
And that's actually the beginning of the third act right there. But it's actually the beginning of the game.
But if it ends on a cliffhanger like that, I'll be pissed. They pull a Halo 2, people are gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, there definitely needs to be like a solid resolve to this, right? Because we left on a really, really unrewarding cliffhanger in Halo 5. Which again, which
you should play Halo Wars 2,
which
please.
Honestly, it feels like it's like it was a cliffhanger in Halo 5. It just didn't feel like it.
Halo 5 had a story. What?
Yeah, exactly right. So that's all the Halo Infinite news that we have right now. Toys and job postings. But make sure you stay tuned, because when July rolls around, we're going to get that reveal. I'm sure you and I are both probably going to be doing our own watch parties. We'll be talking about it nonstop on this channel, on these podcasts.
Maybe we do a special edition of Hop.
You do,
a pregame before the show. We could maybe
pregame Hop. I think we would do it afterwards, so we can just talk.
Why not both? We'll be in the same party together, probably reacting.
After the July event, we're gonna need like a just Xbox reveal podcast after that, because there's gonna be too much information. I feel if not, we're gonna be able to rant about how there was not enough for us to talk about.
True. Either way, we're gonna have a podcast on it.
True. All right, so I think we're going to move on to the next topic: the ODST Firefight announcement. that happened recently?
Yeah, sure. Let's do
Which
that.
I just
So
realized.
ODST.
I just realized in the slide that I misspelled announcement. So that's really good on my end right there. Looking real professional on that one, Kevin. Good job. Yeah. Really proud of myself on that one, guys.
Kevin, you suck, dude. There you
Uh,
go. I said it. I said it for you guys. You guys know you're thinking it. Anyways, ODST Firefight was announced. An announcement. The ODST Firefight announcement it's coming
Yeah.
to MCC in this summer. This
Yeah.
summer is
Later
the
this summer.
announcement. Yeah. So I mean, it's really not much else to go off by that, but I fully expect ODST to be out this summer. So maybe with the coinciding with the release of Halo 3 ODST's campaign to MCC on PC, we'll get the update with Firefight coming to Xbox and PC. Besides that, like, we got a trailer for it, but it was 360 game footage. Nothing new to go off of. So personally think that's the best version of Firefight that we've ever gotten compared to Reach's Firefight and 5's Firefight. But I had the most fun with it. Maybe, like I said in one of my videos, maybe it was the grinding for the recon achievements, the vidmaster achievements, that kind of gave it a special feel to it. But I don't know, it just, at its core, it felt the best ODST Firefight. I like the weapon sets, I like the enemies, it was fun. So that's really the only thing that I got to say about the announcement. Anything you want to add?
I mean, I'm certainly excited about it. My biggest thing I'd want to see for bringing in Firefight with the MCC is that I really hope you bring in matchmaking with ODST Firefight, as didn't have it previously, which is a big missed opportunity, I think, for this game mode in general. Which even back then, people were like, "Where's the matchmaking? How come we got no matchmaking with this whole game?" Because it's there. I mean, later on, it got implemented with Halo Reach as matchmaking for it. And I think that since you're going to be updating this game to 1080p, probably Unlimited Frames will be working on this, since it's like the exact same engine as Halo 3. I won't see why like Unlimited Frames wouldn't be working as well in this one. And so that'd be the biggest thing about that, because honestly, I do like ODST's Firefight more. At least that's what I feel like. But I've definitely played Reach's and Halo 5's Firefight more, just because there's matchmaking. I never really get a chance to play Halo 3's because most people were like, "Well, I just want to play Halo 3 multiplayer." Unless you're trying to do, like I said, the vidmaster challenges. But from my memory, how I feel about ODST Firefight, it being much more of a kind of wave defense survival kind of mode, where I think Reach's and also in Halo 5's, it felt more just kind of like a high scoring shooting gallery.
Yeah, arcadey.
So, yeah, which like it's fun as well, but just in a different way. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing this coming in. I haven't heard anything about matchmaking, but I really, really hope that this announcement comes with ODST Firefight matchmaking. And looks like it's probably just getting started on it, because we don't even have PC gameplay. They showed 360 gameplay. Not even like on the Xbox One with a higher resolution. Just 360 gameplay, which is like they're probably like oh shoot, we need to go back in the hard drive and find it. What folder is this under? Old as shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'll find KevinKoolx in that same folder.
Oh,
got him. Woo, got him. All right.
Okay.
That felt good. That felt real good.
Fine. This is fine.
But yeah, so the ODST Firefight announcement, not much to say on it. Besides, good for them. They a while ago they announced some sort of, it was in the end of a Waypoint post. It was like Redacted. We're working on Redacted, and I got a feeling it was ODST Firefight. Redacted is synonymous with like ODST and the Superintendent Oni and stuff like that. So there might be something else coming to MCC that's a surprise, but I think that was it. So that's really cool. We'll move on to the Halo playlist updates, which I wanted to talk real quick about the Halo 5 announcement for Team Arena. There is a solo playlist for Team Arena coming for all you solo queuers out there. It'll be its own playlist. You'll do your own placement matches. You can only get into it if you're in a party by yourself. So that's really cool. I wish it would have came a lot earlier. in the lifespan of Halo 5. And before we get Kevin's opinions on that, speaking on Halo 5, we have the triple team that's actually active right now for you Halo 5 Guardians players. And then Core Play is coming June 18th. So that will be your double XP playlist. And to wrap out the end of the month, we have Forerunner Slayer and Warzone Turbo. And as far as MCC, the only thing that we've seen was last week they actually had Griffball rotate in after the rappening. Shout out to Rapscallion, the yappening playlist. So there's really not much else to go over there. And once Kevin is done talking to his lovely fiancée, we will get his opinions on the Halo 5 Arena playlist, because I know he wanted to talk about that a little bit. But I'm just going to keep talking until then, because this is what we do when somebody just gets roped in by their fiancé. We just keep talking. Who still plays Halo 5? Wow. Oh, God. Speaking of Rapscallion, he shall appear. All right, Kevin, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back.
So I was just wrapping up the Halo playlist update. We moved on to the next topic. Wanted to get your opinions on Halo 5 Arena Solo playlist that's coming out.
My response is now.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, I would have loved this playlist back when like Halo 5's prime time. I would have been all over that mode. Like that would have been the mode I play every day. I'm glad it's happening now. I'm sure it's probably just more just to stop Mickey doesn't get so many angry tweets at him every day going like, yeah, the matchmaking sucks. Yeah, why did I get matched with these people? And it's like, well, guys, Halo 5 is a really low populated game right now. Okay, just face the reality that your game is kind of irrelevant at the moment. Not that I love it. It's a great multiplayer, but the population's low. You know, you're going to get matches where maybe you're not the most competitive match because, you know, maybe there's only like 100 people searching. You never know. So that's the hard truth behind it. We don't know the population because it's not being shared at all. So that's just assumptions right there. Like, you know, I can't, at least you're playing the game, you know, on MCC, you can't find Reach. You can barely find Halo 2 Anniversary right now.
Halo 5 might be more populated than MCC, honestly. Like, you can still find games pretty consistently in Halo 5.
But I think it's just because of the matchmaking, though. Like, the way the system works. Because, like, the way True Skill works. There's no True Skill with, at least in my memory, with MCC. I think it's just a classic system that they used back in Halo 2, I think. With it just based off of just wins and losses. And if you're within, like, a plus or minus 10 of your current rank, that's who you get matched against. So if you're too low of a rank, no one's plus or minus 10 of that your rank, then you're not playing. Like I don't
know. I just think nobody's fucking playing Reach anymore because they realize what Reach was.
I mean, like, for example, like I'm a level 9 on console for Halo 3 Hardcore, which is the most populated hardcore playlist, and I could never find a game. Then I teamed up with Muggsy, who's like a level 35 or something like that. We're finding games no problem all night because I'm just too low of a rank to find people to play with. So it's like that example right there of just being that, okay, yeah, you can also just not be able to play the game. You know, it's kind of like that balance you gotta, you know, work with right there. And Moses even tweeted about it on Twitter as well, talking about like, stop crying about matchmaking. The population's low. That's why you're getting bad matches. But rant's over about that. I'm glad that there's a solo queue playlist. It actually makes me want to jump in and play some Halo 5. So knowing just like I got that security blanket of knowing that I'm not gonna get bodied by teams or people in or crazy in communication, stuff like that. I'm happy. It actually makes me want to
let it be known. Kevin said he's gonna play Halo 5, and you guys wait till I call his ass out and say he hasn't even been on it. You guys wait. It's coming. It's coming.
I was on it
you guys
actually
watch
earlier today as a break.
I know you were.
Yeah.
But let's see you play it again. Especially once Halo 3 comes out on PC. Let's see. All right, brother.
Come on.
All right.
But yeah. Playlist updates. Those are always good. Glad to see solo queues coming in. Something we've been crying for months. Finally happens 5 years later. But anyways, I think we're about to wrap it up there.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
So, thank you guys for watching episode 41 of the Halo Outreach podcast. Let us know in the comments down below what your impressions of the flight are, what your impressions of the leaks are, what you guys want for Halo Infinite. They reveal in July, and we'll make sure to respond to you guys in the comments section. Where can people find you on the internet, Kevin, if they're trying to find your content, besides in the old as fuck folder?
No, it was old as shit. It was the
sorry.
rubber folder.
I like old as fuck. It just sounds more classy.
Does it really though?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, it does.
I'll roll with it. But yes, people can find me on the internet. If you look at YouTube, KevinKoolx Halo, put that all in, you'll find me. At KevinKoolx Halo on Twitter, KevinKoolx on Instagram and on Facebook, and on fans only. Pat, what about you?
Premium Snapchat at the Patman Gaming, where I sell my sweat instead of bath water. You guys can get jars of my sweat from playing Halo. I do perspirate a lot when playing Halo. Don't at me. And
with that
besides
beard, I can understand that.
Yes, a lot of sweaty. I'm always warm. You can find me on Twitter at the Patman Gaming, on Twitch, the Patman Gaming, Mixer. If I ever just jump ship to a platform, I do have a Mixer created, and Instagram, and on YouTube, of course, I make YouTube videos on Halo, and you can find me there. Just type in Patman Gaming or go to youtube.com/Patman Gaming and help me get to my end of year goal of 1,000 subs. All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
And
actually,
that's it.
I'm actually kind of reaching up there on the getting close to 8K. We're at like 7.88 subs.
I'm catching up to your ass. You better hurry up and get to 10K.
Hey, we haven't a video lit up today. Got like 5K views in that single day. That's insane.
You get some subs from that? You better get some subs from that.
I don't know. Analytics take a while.
Maybe. Yeah, true.
But yeah, so thank you everyone for listening and watching. Great, appreciate it. Again, if you want to check us out, the podcast, without wasting your phone battery, check us out on Podbean and Spotify for the audio versions. They go up at the same day as the video versions as well on YouTube. Want to check us out? Of course, then you'd be missing out on all the visuals we queue up for you guys every day, and my horrible spelling of the word announcement. You'd be missing out on that too if you're just listening to audio. But then you'd also have probably about 80% more battery left over, so on your phone. So there's a give and take. You'd be missing out on the beard. You'd be missing out on the hair. You'd be missing out on the Bills hat.
Sexy Bills hat.
Yes. But again, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Greatly appreciate it. Pat, do you want to close it out?
Yeah, I will, I guess. Thank you guys for watching again. We'll see you on the next episode of the Halo Outreach Podcast. And until next time, we're out.